I worked in the hosiery industry. There were 6 girls in our family, and all 6 of us went to work at the same place. We never worked there at the same time, but we all had the same job, and it was a terrible job to learn. It was I think maybe they have a looper here somewhere, but it was a disc went around that had like needles around it, and the toe of a sock was open, and you had to put one of them needles in a little hole all the way across the sock, then turn it and go across the other way. I thought I'd rather plow as to learn this job, but you'd be surprised how good you can get to it. I could just pick a sock up off my lap and slam it up there and go across. And it was production work, as I said. And at first they had a pedal that would start the machine, had a little bell that'd ring if your yarn broke, but later on they just had a lever that you pulled to start the machine, and if you was good at it, you didn't ever have to turn it on and off. It just kept going. And they invented then a thing that would take the sock off of the looper, and that helped to increase the production. I got so I could do 85 dozen a day, which would be, and that is pairs. That's not just 12 socks. So I'd handle over 2,000 socks a day. And when I noticed I had a thing at home in '52, I made $3,000. And I retired in '89, and in the year '88, I made $16,000. So, of course, the cost of living went up a lot too. But when I first went to work, it was at Catawba. I don't know why they wouldn't lay you off for the same a day, but we would catch up a lot of times, and it was almost 7 miles to home. If there was 2 of us, if it caught up in the morning, we would walk home. There wasn't much traffic, but if anybody come along, they'd pick you up. One time we rode home with a man on a 2-horse wagon. Another time we got on Bob Deal's ice truck and rode on the back of it. Anybody'd pick us up, we'd go. But if we caught up with the evening, we'd go up to the drugstore and hang around. Well, business got dull at Catawba, so we'd work there a while and then go up to Hickory and work a while at night. Then we went to Maiden, and they started back up at Catawba, said, won't you come back? They'd beg you to work. You didn't have to put in an application at a hosier mill. So we went back to Catawba. Well, it got dull again, and I guess the man seen we were signing up for unemployment, so he sent for us to come back to Maiden. And he said, all I ask is the next time you work me a notice. We just up and went to work another place, didn't even let him know. Then they moved the mill up to Hickory. They had a whisted mill, and it is where they call it Moretz now. They have parties and things there. And most of the places where I worked, you picked out your own work, but that one place, they gave the work out, so there never was much argument over work. It was more over the air conditioning. Some of them would fuss about the air blowing on them. Well, they'd turn the blades so it hit somebody else. But when I worked at that whisted mill at Hickory, this woman, if it was at 0 degrees, she had to stick a cone in one of them push-out windows and get her some air. Well, this one woman, she got so cold, she took one of the sacks that the work come in and wrapped it around her shoulders. This other woman said, boy, she's hitting the sack early today.